Yo, what is good, fellas, and hope you boys are all having a fantastic day. We got a lot to talk about this morning when it comes to Madden 25. Before we hop into anything brand new, we are currently on the road to 5,000 subscribers. If we can hit 5K before Valentine's Day, there will be a giveaway for you guys. I'm gonna keep it real. The sooner we hit 5K, the sooner the giveaway is gonna happen. If we hit 5K after Valentine's Day, there's still gonna be a giveaway. If you guys want to win some money, make sure to subscribe, and if you haven't already, go down there and drop a like. That all said, let's talk about MUT because, gents, we have a lot of things coming to the game today. This week's official content schedule will be tweeted out here at 12 p.m. Eastern time. We'll get to why that matters right now for the next hour and a half. Before we get there, let's talk about a few things. One, we know AKA icons. These will be dropping later today with the AKA icon promo. The only way to get the tokens to unlock your free AKA player is by playing through this solo season mode. There's a timer up there. You guys see how many games I have left to play before that timer does expire. We recommend you guys do this right now. Get this done. Get your tokens. We are going to be 2 weeks away after today from our free AKA Icon Clash player. I mean, we've seen the players EA's been giving us for this promo. Nothing tells me they're going to stop dropping heaters, so I do recommend you guys do this every single week. This Friday, February 7th, we have the final MCS event of Madden 25. You guys are going to want to watch this event. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time, so this is a little bit different than any other MCS event we have had. They've started at 6 p.m. and you usually have to watch 150 minutes to get that top tier reward. This time it's going to start an hour later, but you only have to watch 45 minutes. When you do this, you will get that free Darlington Evans. We've talked about this a lot, but this is happening this Friday night, so lock in for that. Last little thing here is in the Legend Solo Challenges. I would not be shocked if next week is our final drop of Legend. So this up and coming Saturday might be the last drop we have of Legends in Madden 25. You guys can see the stars. You can also see how many Legend solos I still have left to do. I have not been staying on top of these, but what really matters here is Legends might be done next weekend. I would save your tokens until next weekend at the earliest. I wouldn't spend them until we know the Legend promo is over. EA typically likes to go out with a bang when it comes to these weekly promos. I fully expect the Legend promo to go out with a heater of a last drop, so at this point, I would just hold on to your token. All right, so I mentioned earlier why the content schedule dropping at 12 in this like hour and a half period this video goes live until that content schedule, why that matters. Fellas, there is a very real possibility 95 overall Reduxs will be dropping this week. And if that is the case, you can expect the price of every single 95 overall limited time to absolutely tank in price. Some of these more expensive 95 overall limited times are going to crash. For example, Marshawn Lattimore, he is not very good. He's not the best corner on the Commander's theme team, and he's currently selling for 1.1 million coins. As soon as we have the Reduxs potentially on the content schedule, this card will probably drop 400,000 coins. Same thing goes with some of these playoff LTDs. OBJ will crash heavy. Now, I understand the argument. We just had 94 overall Reduxs. Will EA actually give us 95 overall Reduxs? Every single drop of Reduxs came the week after the overall increase, except this previous drop of Reduxs. And I really think it is because of the number of Reduxs we had with that last drop of LTDs. You gotta think every single zero chill limited time. That includes presents. We had almost every single Footballers family. We had Team of the Week. We had Legends. There were 50 plus LTD Reduxs that EA had to drop. With the 95s, sure, there are a bunch of cards, but there's not nearly as many as the 94s, and all I'm saying here is I would not be shocked if we get 95 overall Reduxs at some point this week. This will also affect the 94 overall Redux market. We can see some of these cards, and they have no business being a million coins. Cooper DeJean, good card, but has no business being close to a million coins. If we are getting 95 overall Reduxs, I expect all of these 94s to go down in price as well. That is just how the Redux market works every single time. I think this would be huge and definitely help a lot of you guys when it comes to building your teams. I do not recommend buying any 94 overall Reduxs today. I don't even recommend buying them this week. If we don't see 95 overall Reduxs this week, we're definitely going to see them next week. So if you can wait a little bit longer, highly recommend that is what you guys do right there. Last night when we got the AKA reveals, we only got one card revealed. I'm just going to say this right now. I wouldn't be shocked if AKAs are delayed today. EA hasn't said anything. I will let you guys know if content is delayed. I have a class basically from 2:15 up until 5 p.m. tonight. I will have a video around 1:30 covering whatever goes live in the game. Do have a few things dropping. We'll cover that at the end of the video. Telling you guys to not be shocked if AKAs are delayed. We have a ton of cards dropping today. Honestly, not even a ton of cards. We just have a few really good players. Shout out wide receiver Dion. Talk about the Super Bowl Part 1 player prices here in a few, but I do want to talk about something else right now. That being Season 5. As of right now, we we have 16 days until Season 5 is over. In these 16 days, we are due another overall increase. If you want to play it smart, I do not hate the idea of holding on to every single red zone pack, midfield pack, and any pack that could potentially see an odds increase starting today. We will probably have an overall increase next week. After the Super Bowl promo is wrapped up, I would not be shocked if we are hitting 96 overall. We know we are getting 96 overalls because the Season 5 players, they were advertised as 96 overall players. And while you guys can see the time right there, 16 days, or we have up until February 18th for EA to drop that overall increase. February 19th is the day Season 6 will go live. It's going to be the record breaker season. That is all we know as of right now for Season 6. Just keep that in the back of your mind as we go through the next few days. We are due another overall increase. With an overall increase, the market crashes. I would recommend holding on to any of those, we'll call them more limited packs. Same thing goes for your season special offer store. I'm holding on to every single special offer until we see that final overall increase. For example, Action Elite packs, we will have better odds in probably 10 days. Same kind of philosophy follows for season tickets. For me, I am a borderline pack addict, especially when the packs are free and you do have a very good chance of pulling something good. This, by the end of the season right here, will be a 90 plus overall boomer bust pack. Price will increase, but these are some heaters. Season tickets will transfer over 1-to-1 from Season 5 into Season 6. Been this way for the entirety of Madden 25, so you don't have to rush and spend all of your season tickets at the end of the season. If you want to carry them over into Season 6, you can totally do that. I will not be doing that. I like to open up my boomer bust packs every single season, but it is there if you want to do it. Let's talk about these 95 overall Super Bowl champions. I am sure you guys are well aware of the prices of these players. They are expensive, but they are very good. You have to toss in the other overall players to max them out and get that top tier elite one-of-one player in the game. For most of us, this is not a feasible thing to go out there and pick up every single one of these players. Obviously, you can get a few of them by playing through that Super Bowl run mode. You guys can see I own a Reggie Wayne. I actually picked him as a B&D player, and then 2 hours later, they revealed wide receiver Deion Sanders. So shout out my luck on that one right there. But either way, these cards are expensive. They're even more expensive to fully max out. Do not worry. These players are going to get cheaper by Thursday. The only hesitations I have about these players getting cheaper, technically, the promo we are getting on Thursday is going to be called Super Bowl Present or something along those lines, and this one right here is Super Bowl Pass. Potentially, there will be some different packs. Even if that is the case, I fully expect all of these 95 overall players to go down in price. I think they'll go down in price on Thursday. If it's not Thursday, it'll be the week after because like we just talked about, we are having that overall increase. We are due something called the Genkai Force promo. If you know, you know, that will be dropping more than likely next week, and that will be starting us off with 96 overall. We're kind of going back to the Super Bowl promo. Every time we jump from part 1 of a promo to part 2 of a promo, part 1 cards always take a major dip. Talk about 94 overall playoff Xavier Worthy, a card that for the most part every single person wanted on their team. He was the best wide receiver in the game while he dropped. He was selling for about 500,000 coins on January 16th. 1 week from that would be January 23rd. On January 23rd, when part 3 of the playoff promo dropped, which isn't even the biggest price dip, the part 1 to part 2 price dip is always the greatest. He went down, what is that, almost 100,000 coins in 1 day, less than 24 hours. You can see on the Xavier Worthy example, he never recovered. Obviously, we did get, that Odell Beckham, so that definitely kind of hindered his price a little bit, but you can see right here from that Wednesday until that Thursday, there is going to be a price dip on the Super Bowl cards. We used the Russell Wilson example before, but just showing you guys again the Russell Wilson graph. He dropped, he was a part 1 player, and when he dropped on January 9th, he was selling for about 610,000 coins. I don't know who was paying that much for us. The week after that, we were at January 16th, and you guys can see how much he dropped in 1 week. Yes, we did get Marcus Mariota earlier in the week, but still, the part 1 to part 2 promo drop, you can see 300,000 coins right there. That's a lot of coins. How can you go about this knowing this? If you want to sell off any of your part 1 Super Bowl players, right now would probably be the time to do so. I probably won't sell off my Deion. I can't sell off my Reggie Wayne. I have time this week to grind through some head-to-head rank. If you're busy this week, you don't have time this week, and you want to, generate some coins, buy them back later in the week, I would sell off your Super Bowl pass cards. I promise you guys, they are only going to get cheaper. I don't think it's going to be a 300,000 coin dip. These cards are top tier in the game. That said, let's take a look at everything else we have dropping today. Like I mentioned earlier, there is a chance content could potentially be delayed. You guys can see right here, this is everything we have. Only one AKA card has been revealed as of 10:04 p.m. and it's the Vintage LTD. For those new to MUT, this is not normal. Anytime we get things like this, the content is unfortunately typically delayed. And again, it also is EA, and they could just drop another AKA champion in the game. Max Crosby will get a champion version as well. This card doesn't like jump off the page to me. Maybe it's because of that 87 power move. I love to see 94 excel, 92 block shed, 96 finesse move is definitely cool, 91 speed is very good, but like, I don't know, this card just doesn't make me, I don't know, jump for joy. The Raiders fans are excited about this one, but it's definitely going to be a weird one. Super Bowl Part 1.5. If you guys watched my content prediction video yesterday, I called this. Card's going to be very good with 96 speed, 97 jump, 95 zone, 95 press. This might be the best cornerback in the game. Cowboys theme team is destroying the game right now. Deion Sanders and Herb. Yeah, their DBs are going to be straps. I expect this card to be very expensive today. The card I am most interested in right here, Deion Sanders. Shout out my Commanders. You know Deion wide receiver cards. They are always very, very good. I saw a tweet yesterday saying they wasted another Deion wide receiver card. I could totally see it. It feels like we just got one. Maybe wait, a few months, a few weeks. No, it's been what? Basically a month and we're already getting another one. Not complaining. I absolutely love this, but how many more wide receiver Deion cards are we due to see? How many wide receiver Deion cards do we typically get in a year though? I'm sure in Madden 24, we only had 2, his Zero Chill and then his golden ticket. I'd be wrong on that, but like we're already at 2 and it's February. Not complaining, just things to think about. I will be buying this card later today. You should be able to use both Deions on your team. The Black History Month promo should be dropping as well today. They didn't give us an official time, but I would assume live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern time. All of these cards are free. It is not publicly known information if they will all get 32 team chems. It doesn't say so right here. It's also not confirmed how many of these players you can max out. Back to the Hispanic Heritage Month promo, you could have maxed out, I believe, 3 of them. Just things to think about. I do think Champ Bailey is going to be good. Obviously, I am a little bit biased. You guys see the Commanders right there. Terrible zone coverage is not the greatest, but like, it'll play. Here is the MCS player. We've talked about him a lot. We got Grady Jarrett. This card does not look very good at all. 76 speed. Yeah, it's not good unless you do run a Falcons theme team right there. We also got a Deebo Samuel, which I thought was a little bit weird. We haven't seen a Deebo card in a minute. Not complaining. Should be pretty good. It'll be even better on a 49ers theme team. I feel like that is the moral of the story nowadays with some of these promos. Shout out Roster Revolution. Kyren Williams. I want Kyren Williams to be like good in this game. I'm not saying this card is going to be bad. I like Kyren Williams in the NFL. I'm not saying the card is going to be bad. It's not going to be great. All depends on abilities as well. I cannot pronounce your name. I am sorry, but doesn't look bad for a right outside linebacker. Depending on the catching, he might be the best play to go. Could be a really good user, 6'2" right there as well. Boys, that is going to be everything we got this morning. If you guys did enjoy this video, get in there and drop a like. Those who do not know, my Monday schedule for school is an absolute heater. That is not a good thing. I got an 8 a.m., I got an 11, like 10, I got a 12:45, then I got a 2:30, done at like 5 p.m. Got some breaks in there to record a content video, but if you guys need me, I might be a little AFK until later today. That all said, I love you guys. Join the Discord. Peace, chat, have a good one.